What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, and of course we all know Fortnite has taken over the multiplayer scape of gamers and everything. But this weekend we have a little game, a little franchise here. It's having a beta. It's called Black Ops 4. Obviously not little, the massive COD franchise and everything. And personally, I am pretty excited. I haven't been for a little bit, for a few months now, but knowing that I'll finally be able to get my hands on Black Ops 4 and really try it out as a longtime COD fan, I'm pretty hyped. And let's go over what exactly you will be getting in the beta, when it's happening. Everything you need to know about the beta is right here on PlayStation Source. Now, first up, when exactly we will be able to get our hands on the beta. And if you're on PS4, I'm assuming a lot of you are on PS4. If you were on, obviously this channel, you will be having the beta tomorrow, August 3rd at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that will be that. And if you need to look up your region, Google's your friend, you know what I'm saying? And it will end on August 6th at 10 a.m. as well. And then next weekend, it will be for Xbox and PlayStation. So PlayStation gets 2 weekends to play the game and everything. Xbox only gets 1 weekend, and that will start obviously August 10th at 10 a.m. and go through August 13th at 10 a.m. as well. And just to keep, in mind here, usually with these betas, they tend to extend them by a day or two if they're having issues in the beginning of the beta. So obviously these dates are what they said, but I feel like they're going to go for a little bit longer, or etc. here, that, and the third a little bit more, than what they're projecting. So just be expected to be able to play for a little bit more as opposed to just these dates that they said here. And if you're on PC, the beta starts on August 10th at 10 a.m. And then they will also have a PC open beta as well that will go from August 11th through the 13th. So if you're on PC and you haven't ordered the game, you can just play it because it'll be an open beta for all PC users on that one. And of course, we have the juggernaut that is the Blackout mode that will be coming out in September. And that is really the beta that I am really hyped for. And if you pre-order for access to these betas that we went over in August, just the multiplayer betas, you will be able to get access to the Blackout mode without having to do any extra hoops and hurdles. So you will be able to play Blackout in September, all ready to go. Since you already were in the beta for the multiplayer beta in August, right now Blackout will be yours, no problem. And also right now, as to how you will be able to get access to the beta once it goes live and everything. So right now, if you digitally pre-order the game as if you bought in one of the SKUs of Black Ops 4 digitally on the PlayStation Store, you are able to access the beta and preload it right now. And so preloading is available right now as of recording this video, so you will be able to go preload the beta and make sure you have it all ready to go for tomorrow morning. And if you pre-order through GameStop or another store or something like that, or some other service, I believe codes will be emailed within the next few hours, so just keep it locked on your email. Make sure once you get that code, you start downloading as soon as you can, because it is a 18 gig file. The beta is going to be 18 gigs long, so if your internet's not that strong, make sure you have enough time to download it and be able to play as soon as possible, as opposed to those that preload. You'll have it ready to go. Like right now, my preload's already done. It's not even remotely close to when beta is going to be live, so I'm ready to go for once those servers are on live. But once you get those codes in your email, make sure they start downloading, and so you can play Black Ops 4 as soon as possible. So now that all of that is out of the way, let's go over what you will be getting and what you will be playing during the Black Ops 4 beta. So we're going to have 6 maps in total. 4 we have seen before, 2 we have not. So I'm going to just go over some of the bios of these maps and everything. For the first 4, I will have a little picture here that I found on Charlie Intel. Shout out to them. They have this really cool layout of all 4 of the beta maps that we've seen before in previous gameplays and everything during E3 and the reveal trailer and stuff like that, and the reveal events for Black Ops 4 as well. And so for the first 4, they are pictured below, but the other 2 we have not seen before, so you'll have to see those once the beta goes live. So first off here, we have Frequency. It is being described as a covert listening station deep in the mountainous region of the Hunan province. It's being used to track strategic targets across the globe. So that one we saw, I believe it was during E3. I don't think that was the initial reveal event, because I haven't seen that map a ton, but I believe that was at E3. Next up, we have Contraband. It is a surveillance of an internal arms smuggling operation that has uncovered this shipping hub on a remote, uncharted island off the coast of Colombia. Shout out to Colombia. I am half Colombian. Shout out. But Contraband is one that we definitely saw heavily during the reveal events for Black Ops 4. That's one where it has that cool kind of, like, I believe it was the bottom right side of the map has this water feature where you can go and swim in and stuff like that. So that was a pretty cool map. Looked pretty close quarters action. Definitely gonna like that map, I'm assuming. Next up, we have Seaside as well, which is being described as an anti-government protest in the quaint coastal Spanish town grew out of control and forced a military shutdown. So Seaside, I think that's what we saw as well during during the reveal event. I'm not really 100% sure. I really forgot. But I do remember some of the aesthetics of Seaside, so definitely it's looking familiar, but not really 100% sure where we actually saw it. But lastly here we have Payload, which I am not aware of. I think that was again at E3. It probably was. I don't know. I was very busy with E3 with other coverage of, you know, different conferences and stuff like that, so wasn't really paying the most attention to Call of Duty during E3. But it's being described as a defensive ICBM launch facility deep in an Icelandic mountain range that has been infiltrated by hostile forces attempting to steal a nuclear warhead. So pretty cool stuff there. Obviously the bio goes with the name, like all the other maps as well. So really digging you know, these maps and everything so far. Now let's go over those two maps that do not have pictures but just bios for them. And so the first one here is called Hacienda. It is a lavish vineyard estate situated on a quiet lake in the Spanish countryside, home to a high-ranking crime syndicate boss. So definitely sound like it's a drug lord type of thing, and he has his little, you know, hacienda over here. So definitely we're gonna be fighting in there. That's pretty cool. And next up here we have Gridlock, which is a Japanese metropolis whose town center has been jammed up by a bank heist gone wrong. So that looks like we can definitely have those Payday vibes and everything, looking pretty cool as well. So those are the 6 maps that we will be playing on in the beta. Next up here they announced the modes that we will also be able to play during the beta as well. So first up here we have Control, which we saw a lot of during the reveal event and everything. It is being described as our signature new game mode designed to bring out the best of Tactical Specialist gameplay. We also have a thing called Chaos TDM, which is a playlist that takes our ever popular non-objective based game modes and adds a twist. The format here is 6v6 and allows 2 of each specialists per team for chaotic fun. It includes TDM and Kill Confirmed as well. So what to do with this is that if you're not familiar, the original, you know, base multiplayer of Black Ops 4 is actually 5v5, and you can only use 1 specialist per team as opposed to Black Ops 3 where it was a little bit different in that stance. So I think this is pretty cool as well, allowing a lot of people to play 6v6 and doing the whole specialist stuff, having 2 per team, because a lot of people were kind of soured on it only being 5v5, and I am a little bit as well, but glad that we have a playlist here that will allow 6v6, and maybe they will make that the new change and maybe roll back their 5v5 ideas. Maybe, I'm not sure. There's also a mode here on the beta called Capture Mosh Pit, which is a playlist that combines our fast-paced favorite objective modes, domination, and hardpoint for palm sweating action. This is the bios that I'm reading. It's not me actually saying this, but that is pretty cool as well. And then lastly, of course, how can you not have this in a beta? Search and Destroy is going to be in the Black Ops 4 beta as well. It is a slower paced strategy. This one's for you with new specialist weapons and equipment. The tension is palpable, so pretty cool to have S&D in there as well. And this will also be the first time S&D and Kill Confirmed are playable in Black Ops 4. Even at, you know, reveal events and stuff like that at E3, they never got to play S&D or Kill Confirmed. So pretty cool to see that we're getting some brand new stuff here at the beta as well. There's also a little note that they mentioned that throughout the beta there will be new modes, new maps roll into the game, and the actual beta as well. So there might be some new stuff that we don't even know about yet that will be coming, and that they will announce them while the beta is going on. So pretty cool to see that they will be supporting and kind of giving us a little bit of variety throughout the beta as well. And then lastly here, the main thing to go over here as well is, of course, what specialists we will be rocking with during the beta. So there will be 10 specialists according to Treyarch, and so I'm gonna just go over all of them and what their issue equipment is and their weaponry thing, and I'm just gonna go through them rapid fire, and I will have the text and images on the video as well for everyone. So here we go. First up is Ruin. He has a grapple gun that allows users to quickly grapple and zip to locations nearby, as well as a grab slam, which is a kinetic device that delivers a lethal blast radius around the points of impact. And next up here we have Seraph as well. She has a tac deploy, which is a deployable beacon that gives your teammates the ability to redeploy to the surrounding area or spawn there. And then next up, she also has the Annihilator, of course, on Black Ops 3. It's the revolver that fires devastating rounds with increased bullet penetration. We also have Firebreak, which has a reactor core that emits a damaging radiation field that wounds enemies and reduces their max health for a time and prevents healing. And he also has the Purifier, which of course was from Black Ops 3. It has a flamethrower that shoots a steady stream of flame and scorches enemies within close range. And next up we have Battery, that was also from Black Ops 3. She has a cluster grenade, which is a powerful explosive grenade that sticks to surfaces and releases sub-munitions upon detonation. Also, she has the War Machine, which is a high explosive grenade launcher. I'm sure you're all aware of that War Machine. We also have Recon, which has a sensor dart which can reveal enemies within its proximity. And also, arguably one of my favorite abilities to use in Black Ops 3 was Vision Pulse, which will be returning here in Black Ops 4. With the Vision Pulse, you can pulse them out to reveal all enemies for yourself and teammates as well. A change that was not in Black Ops 3 but now in Black Ops 4. And now everyone will be able to see what you pulse in the map, which is really cool as well. And then next up here we have Torque, which has a razor wire that damages and slows enemies that attempt to cross it. And then he also has a barricade that reinforces cover protection while securing objectives. Built-in microwave field also slows and damages enemies. We also have Crash here, and he has what is called an assault pack, which supplies ammo packs and provides bonus score for taking down enemies, as well as his weapon is a TAC 5, which heals and boosts max health for their user and their team. Next up we have Ajax as well, that has a 9-bang, a tactical grenade that flashes and stuns, can be cooked for multiple detonations as well. He also has a ballistic shield that is durable, transforming defensive shield with a built-in machine pistol, so pretty cool as well to see that. We also have Nomad making a return from Black Ops 3 as well. He has a mesh mine, which are explosives that trap to connect to create lethal tripwires, and then also for his weapon he has a K9 unit, which is an attack dog that can be commanded to follow you or patrol a designated location. That is pretty cool to see as well. Don't know if they'll make it into like a streak in the game, but you will at least have a K9 unit with Nomad. And then next up here we have Prophet, the last one that we'll cover here for the specialist. The 10th one in the Black Ops 4 beta is my man Prophet here, and he has a Seeker Shock Mine, which is a deployable tactical that hunts down enemies and shocks them with temporary paralysis. And then he has, of course, the Tempest, a tactical rifle that shoots electrically charged shots to incapacitate enemies and any squad mates within their proximity. And so that rounds out all of the content you'll be getting with the Black Ops 4 beta this weekend if you're on PS4. The next weekend if you're on Xbox, I don't know why you're on this channel, but if you're on Xbox, you will be able to play it that weekend, as well as PS4 as well on next weekend as well with that beta. So that was all the content here, and honestly I'm digging all stuff they showed here, but my biggest concern I have right now at the moment is that, admittedly, you know, I think I've said this before a lot of times, where Black Ops 4 to me looks a lot like Black Ops 3 personally, and with all of these repeating specialists like Ruin, Seraph, Battery, we have Nomad, Prophet, like we have a lot of specialists that are pretty much carried over from Black Ops 3, and there's some tweaks in them and some changes, but overall they mostly have kind of the same equipment and same weaponry that they had on Black Ops 3. So I'm a little bit concerned that's going to be a little bit more feeling like Black Ops 3, but who knows. Of course, the main draw, at least for Black Ops 4, is definitely that Blackout mode, that BR. Definitely gonna be checking that out when that beta comes out in September. But that has been all you need to know about Black Ops 4 beta this weekend, and I plan on streaming some of the beta here on the channel, so make sure to check out Twitter and check out anything or any notifications that come from the channel that we're streaming, because I'm likely going to be streaming that Black Ops 4 beta for you guys here this weekend. So if you all enjoyed, make sure you like the video, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Make sure to also check out the description where you can find the Instagram and Twitter to follow us on there. Thank you for watching, and as always, catch you in the next one.